Monster kill!
Battle begins.
So it's up. It's probably against the co-op. You already know the matchup. I don't think he's going to be playing Templar Assassin. They, they do have like, they have Alk in 1-2, but yeah.
So at least you're going to have the Templar Assassin on the Radiant side, which is, we see Dye's very favored at the moment. Arlington had 60% win rate. So at least Thunder going to have the capability to take Roshan very early on with the minus armor from the TA. Hopefully you're able to chain this into a lot of towers as well.
Even clockwork, right? Like the level 4 battery assault's actually kind of crazy against Roshan these days. Yeah. So that's cool. Their lane is fine. I don't know exactly what Aster are going to go for here. Well, there's still the Brewmaster in the pool. I think that could be pretty sweet.
I was going to say, are they looking towards a little bit more team fight here to try and match that up against the Winter's Curse? Like, what do they really need here? They've got definitely decent amount of scalability with the Bloodseeker now, as areas you were talking about a little bit earlier on with that shard coming out.
Yeah, I think they need another frontline kind of, or like frontline or vision, right? Okay. Because the Bloodseeker doesn't really want to be the first person in necessarily. He does have the Grave behind him, which is going to help, but it's kind of the same thing for the co-op. Like, they don't have somebody that wants to just be the first hero in the front. Though Thunder, just yet they don't really have any amazing lockdown to just blow up a hero right at the very start of the fight. So maybe it's not too much of a problem, but that's where I'm thinking of these more tanky offlane kind of situation.
See what route do they go down? Go with the Timber.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, boys. It's final pick time.
Oh no,
what do we got?
Is Bat in the pool?
Bat is in the pool.
No, he's banned. It was banned third.
You need a lot of damage early on to deal with the Timber, which is a big concern. I think this Timber is an incredible pick from XXS, and you can match up very well. They're going to Okay.
Okay. Quaswex Invoker?
I suppose so.
It's very greedy on Thunder. But, I mean, we are seeing a lot of Tricore drafts at the moment. Will the greed pay out? I don't know. That's a big question.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Tricore here for Thunder Awaken.
I like the Timber pick a lot. I feel like they are going to have some issues with being able to deal with them. The lane, I will say, is not the worst versus the TA. You have the spill damage coming out from the side blades, so the pure damage can be kind of nice as well. But Aster have one of the best Timber plays in XXS. A lot of people will ban it out in the first phase. They'll even pick it in the first phase as well. If it feels like this is a game where they can get it in the 23rd, I have no doubt that he has the capability to take over this game. And I think the Bloodseeker is going to be able to take Razor out of the equation as well. So I think Aster have a slight edge. We'll see if Thunder can do it with the Tricore.
All right, Basket, has your prediction changed after this draft?
No.
Okay, Aries, yours changed?
Well, I said tied. I said 1-1, but I don't think this is the game that Thunder are going to be able to take. So
okay. So it seems like Aster all here on the desk, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to head over to the beautiful faces and the beautiful voices that are Trent and Lyra.
Thank you so much, the lovely panel out there, Trent. We've got ourselves a timber saw.
I forgot you were waiting for that.
Get you.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
What a handy prop that every commentator needs. Their handy chainsaw for when the game gets too bad. You guys have seen someone slap a desk in the middle of their match. Have you ever seen them chainsaw through it in rage? I don't know.
That's what I do every game.
Might be what I was feeling when that pick came out if I was Thunder Awaken. I think that was a really solid Timber pick, even with one pick left in the draft.
No, it's true. It looks so freaking good. And like kind of playing around that tempo, you imagine in the mid game, you get this Timber Saw rolling in, drawing a lot of attention, makes things slightly crazy. Maybe he baits out a curse or something on himself, and then suddenly the Quap comes in for the finish. Could be pretty devastating.
Yeah, I look back to Arlington Major and I think of like what were the most annoying heroes that we saw, and well, Tiny and Dazzle in terms of supports. I know like Chen obviously has his time in the sun as well, but he started getting banned a lot. We didn't see him too often, but the heroes that were getting through though, Tiny, the Dazzle, incredible matches, of course, specifically from Aster and Picho there on that Dazzle, just playing incredibly well. So looking forward to seeing some more fantastic Graves this game and seeing if they can get a second round off in a team fight thanks to that.
Totally. That would be the big dream. And, I was thinking a little bit about the way that we saw like some of the meta evolve towards the end, and that hero that came in the grand finals was the Queen of Pain, and we're seeing it here. What was that, either third or fourth picked I'm curious what type of build we're gonna see from Ori, because to me, for Aster, like, you kind of know what you're gonna get out of XXS. Monet can be a little bit of a wild card, but the real wild card is Ori. Like, the team lives or dies by him so much. As Matthew, speaking of dying, is gonna get thrown back in, and a couple quick punches. Who's getting the first blood? Oh, come on.
Well, you know, sometimes you just can't help it.
The poison touch damage. That's unfortunate. Oh, they'll take it.
Oops, sorry, team. Ah, my bad. You know, it is a lane versus a looking like Clockwork and Razor. So tell you one thing, you'll be very happy to get some booties on the earlier end if there's Dazzle.
Oh, totally. Yeah, if you can get away from them there, that's definitely the dream. But still, you know, not a bad start at all to be a part of that kill for the Queen of Pain playing against the Invoker, who is going to be able to keep spamming out the little blue orbs of goodness in the mid lane. Ori, nice job there getting that last hit in spite of the cold snap. But he's just going to keep on tanking through these daggers constantly from Ori. Really hard to play against this.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the mid lane in the past few months. I was gonna say past few patches, but it's all just been one patch. It's really just been one really long patch, and mid lane has been the tempo controller. The spirit heroes obviously dominate for a long time, and then Puck as well, and slowly we're moving into like a few more heroes that are outside of that realm a little bit. And although Queen of Pain does like move around and make plays, you know, she doesn't have that natural setup that other heroes provide, and that is one thing. Like, if there was one thing maybe missing a little bit from Aster that could stop them from like really rolling this game, maybe it's like some difficulties getting these ganks started. But if they get that first slow, that first stun, they're certainly going to have quite a bit of damage output.
Right. At the very least, you if you are going to go for like that first stun or whatever, what have you, if you're going in for that first round of initiation, Ori might have to be that person, which is a little bit scary to think about, because once you're in as Quap, there's really no way out.
Yeah, if you're forced that early blink, and then you know, maybe the hook shot comes through, or they manage to get some sort of a save, maybe even a curse. If like you and Timber hop in, maybe that's the turnaround potential there for Thunder Awaken. And you know, if they're looking for those aggressive plays on Aster, Thunder Awaken, they're looking for something slightly more stable. Like Dark Mago will have a bit of that same mobility potential with the Quaswex Invoker, moving around, making plays happen. And then they're just going to try and get Pakaz into a scary spot here on this TA after that first Roach.
Right, and speaking of, you know, TA is, well, Dazzle is going to go down. Sacred will also fall, so a 1-for-1 exchange. You take that one for sure if you're Aster. But this is a hero that he's popped off on more than a few times. Pakaz TA has carried this team, or come close to carrying him a couple of different moments, is again Matthew found. So the Monet and Bobica show coming together here in this top lane.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Pakaz, you know, he pops off on TA, pops off on TV, but Bobica, he pops off on the Tiny. So this guy, he loves this hero, and for good reason. Hero's still busted. Hero has been great for a very long time. As that movement displace, or the displacement ability in terms of the toss, and it gives you so many opportunities in the laning stage, into the mid game. And if he gets that early start, gets these good items moving, that completely solves your like small issues of like initiation.
Dark go.
Matthew, very important intercept there from Matthew.
Yeah, that would have been really bad. I mean, as it is, it's already a really tough lane. And I mean, you see Matthew kind of has to stay here to sort of force back Ori from not jumping on him, because, you know, the dagger connects. That one feels pretty rough. Will burn through all the mana, though. Still has a bottle to play around with. So Ori looks to be fine here as the pressure continues to mount onto this Invoker. And in fact, Bobica with the toss back, a couple punches, it's not going to be good enough, actually. The rotation coming over from Pandamu and having this Dazzle a little bit late on the rotation. Bobica will go down. Matthew still taking some of these punches and will manage to come on in for the secure. So no deny from Dark Mago.
Almost had it. I thought he was going to get it there. I mean, that could have been a lot worse. A toss just narrowly missing the tower range. I was really surprised. I actually thought I was going to get a couple hits off there. So to ensure that Dark Mago makes it back and continues to farm at the very least.
And you can see Monet with all the stacks that he's getting of Thirst. They're going to look to run down and see if they can find this kill. Not quite going to be there. Onto Sacred, who actually TP'd just the tier 1 tower, and yeah, Dazzle sees him. That one really hurts.
That much damage, right? Because like Dazzle gets in close, gets the spell off, then the Shadow Wave too, and you're like, oh no, now I kind of wish I'd gone home, but it's all right. Courier was bringing out a salve, so that'll solve his problems.
Right. You know, it's interesting thinking about this team coming into this too. For Thunder, it's just a little bit of a battle here. Not quite level 6 at that point. Pakaz is probably gonna have to leave. And actually, Dark Mago in trouble. Chased down underneath the tower. A couple more punches is all that he needs. Fairy fires, but Ori moves on in for the finish. Takes him down before and without using ulti, in fact. And Ori, very low, had the fairy fire, but didn't pop it. I guess he just thought he was dead regardless, but there was not enough mana for another Splinter Blast.
Well, that was a necessary rotation, that's for sure. Pandamu like getting an opportunity to actually get a punish there, so not the worst really for Queen. You know, maybe would have liked to just get a tower death or something after that, honestly, just to get back into the lane. But supports trying to find their game here. Pandamu now 1-0-1 at 6 minutes, gets a stack off, trying to recover Dark Mago's game. And you know, one thing, Matthew being on the clockwork, you know, we saw the Wyvern and the clockwork come out here, and bottom lane though. Yeah.
That's gonna do it.
Look at that Arlington player, you know, the yeehaws. That's what Aster they're still all about. You know, you can take Aster out of Texas, but let's take the Texas out of this gameplay.
Dude, they're killing it. And kill up top. They bring down the Dazzle, and much needed, because I mean, look at the lane right now. You're 31-5 to 14-6 on poor old Dark Mago in the mid lane. Your Razor's doing worse than that somehow. Currently level 4 to the level 6 of the Bloodseeker. This entire laning stage has been a catastrophe for Thunder.
That's a bit of a problem too, because like, yeah, you have Matthew not on the 5 clockwork, he's on the 4, so the net worth disparity is gonna be like a little bit different. Oh, they're just straight up rupturing Matthew. All right, well, he's TPing out, Pandamu's TPing out. All right, everybody just go home. All right, both supports, everybody
Reset.
back. Razor TP's top. He's like, hey, now there's no rupture. Great ward there from Picho, yeah. Keep an eye on who's coming into this lane, and well, Link's gonna end. That's 2 points in poison. Uh-oh.
That was very bold from Sacred, and does not have a TP, as you mentioned. So this is going to be a dead Razor, most likely. One more punch comes through, and they will connect. Dark Mago now has picked a fight with somebody that he does not want to take it with, and has to run away. The thing that I was going to mention earlier is, like, coming into this, Thunder going down 0-2 to Secret. Aster were able to take the 2-0 leading into this. I think it was against Talon, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely the momentum with Aster, and trying to see if Thunder can shake the rust off, because the start of this game has not looked good.
Well, it's also two of, I would say, the stronger teams at the tournament, honestly. Like Aster and Secret,
yeah.
That's pretty rough for them to start things out.
True. Bobuka does get caught there by the cogs, and low on mana, low on life, dead. Dark Mago being brought down very low, but the cold embrace keeping him alive at least for a little bit. And Ori, he blinked into this one. Can they bring him down? The grave is there. One more punch, Matthew. Oh, it's a little while before Rocket Flare is going to be back up. Pichu is going to die, but he got Ori out.
And Matthew knows too, like, it's only level 1. He's not gonna have the damage. Now they're gonna come in, fill that bottle, or he gets to hang out mid and continue leveling. Pakaz trying to zone back XXS, because with all this chaos happening, Timber's just farming. He is ahead of everyone else on the Radiant besides the Templar Assassin, and then still ahead of Pakaz. You have that Queen of Pain and Bloodseekers. Bobuka will find Matthew here. Not who he was hoping to run into.
No, that was not gonna work. Also, this blocked Ancients just is devastating, you know? They got down the Sentry, but they didn't find the actual wards. That's 2 rounds of Ancients that were not stacked by Panda. Did get the hard camp at least, but that's like that comeback potential for the TA.
Yeah, true. Something you absolutely need on that hero. Especially when you're playing out of the 1. Like, you want to finish your lane, you want to farm your way through, get to those Ancients, and they don't really have anyone else that can capitalize on those either. Razor,
no.
You know, maybe like farming with your ulti, but with the start he's had, Sacred's obviously pretty far away from that, and having like the strength to move through that quickly, and then you have an Invoker, so getting that little bank of gold would have been excellent for them. Instead, they're going to move up top here. Still a Rupture Bloodseeker here, and yeah, he's just gonna pop it. Say, what are you guys doing? He's gonna take a look here.
Matthew, he's there to try and play a little bit of interrupt here. Cog's already down. Bobica moving in the area. Have some battery assault action. Throws him back over. Sacred living and getting away. So able to survive. And in fact, Matthew gets a little bit frisky with Bobica, but won't manage to get any extra pressure on there. So 10 minutes in, it's a 3,000 gold lead. And right now looking very much like a single core against a tri-core.
Yeah, that's a problem. This Invoker being the next, still pretty far behind. Bobica gonna find a nice toss back down to Matthew.
Sacred seeing if he can get something done there, but Matthew will die to the silence, and so quick afterwards. Monet ready to run away.
Yeah, Pandamu's like, yeah, I'm level 6. Nice and early. Maybe I got something here, but... And you can tell, they know that something's up here, right? Like, they try to put the sentry down up top to find that vision. Oh, there's a quick jump onto Mago.
And they also find Sacred at the same time up top. As Ori down low, but will he go down all the way in the mid lane? Gets the blink out at the last second. Oh, XXS. Still baking up so much room there. I thought he was going to come on in to try and finish off Mago, but doesn't go for it.
Dude, the coordination here, too, to have them jump in at the same time like that, like Pandamu's covering mid on the Wyvern, so potential curse there, but then they know, like, okay, well, there's not going to be any save up top, so we can, again, use this vision, unable to de-ward it, so helps them secure that kill onto Sacred, just really ruining this Razor's game. Like, how many great Razor games have we seen lately? And he has something like this for Sacred where he can't play. You know, this offlane Razor is supposed to be, like, the stable winning one.
Right. And you know, normally you talk about this like expression of, and nothing seems to go right for them. I mean, really, that was like everything. And now Matthew gets thrown back in, does go for the cogs, but XXS just eliminates him immediately. Right on top, the grave is there. Ori throws out the Sonic Wave, tries to back out, won't manage to be found as Pandamu gets burnt to death. Pakaz, they have vision on him. He's right there underneath the tower. XXS on top of him. The chakram is out. Or he jumps back in. Ooh, wait a minute. Thinks about it, but the illusion rune is there. A triple kill for XXS at 12 minutes. He's just too strong.
I can't believe Monet gets out of there. He's just chasing, pushing onto Dark Mago as well as Sacred, like firing them back. They're not able to get the kill. He escapes on low HP, goes right back to farming. And that all started off actually looking okay for Thunder Awaken. They're trying to defend the tower. You've got a Timbersaw under the tower with an EMP launching, and Matthew was looking for that angle for the hook shot, and Bobica catches him with the avalanche tossback. That's what forces the bad hook shot, right? Timber gets a chance to move over there, then he's hook shot and cogging away from his team, so Matthew's play sort of amounts to nothing, and they need these hook shot plays to start firing off here right now for this Invoker to actually have an impact.
True. I mean, that's really kind of the problem. I was talking about, like, yeah, he waited so long because they wanted to secure the curse with the book. So because of that, you know, Matthew was stuck at a low level for a really long time, and then they didn't end up getting the kill with the curse. So that was wasted too. Really tough position right now for Thunder Awaken to be in, and I'm not really seeing what their out is.
Yeah, their current plan is to have the two supports babysit the TA. They're just sitting in the smoke zones, right? Trying to make sure that nothing happens. Like maybe there's vision in here because they've been so stalwart in terms of like keeping this idea of like, oh, we know TA is trying to farm up Ancient, so we're going to block it. We're going to put vision on your triangle. And so the supports are trying to counter that. It's like, okay, I know what they want to do, so let's let our TA farm. But the problem is, you're so far behind on everyone else that even if this TA is farming and you're using two supports to protect her in the Ancients, they're just gaining more on the map for Aster anyway. So at some point, you need to make some kind of aggressive maneuver. And that is much easier said than done.
And every time that there is the attempt for that, things go awry like this. Now, Bobica, oh, nice. Matthew, all right, gets back in. Although, might be in some trouble now. Sonic Wave, Ori finishes it off. That was a Winter's Curse used to do nothing, unfortunately, for poor old Pandamu, but how it goes. Mid lane. Dark Mago jumped on. XXS is back, and he's pissed. Looking for a Chakram target, can't quite connect, but Ori blinks in more aggressively. And it's like you said, as, oh my god, Pandamu's also dead.
Yeah. Fly.
They're gonna chase him down. Cold Embrace, but they finish him off. My God. A bunch of stomps today, hasn't it?
A little bit. Just a little bit. It is a bit of a toughie. And they're moving into that Radiant jungle, getting some vision down. They're going to be losing most of their vision on the map here pretty soon for Thunder Awaken. We'll keep a ward near the Roche, but they are losing ground very quickly and trying to recover this this Razor and Invoker into a position near the other cores. How is he so easy?
Nope. This is a decent one to get, though, although, oh no. Comes in with the Grave. Back up to full HP just about. My goodness.
Run!
Get out of there. He's dangerous. Going for the Yule's build's pretty cool.
Oh, you know, you get a Bloodseeker on your team. People are trying to TP away. I got him, team. Dodging an EMP or two.
I do like that they've kind of been doing that thing you were talking about, though, of having Ori be the first to jump and then back him up with the Dazzle.
Yeah.
She's been doing a really good job of being, you know, Ori's back ready.
You know what else doesn't hurt? The old Tumblr's toy. Yeah, give him a little hop, skip, and a jump. Still hate this item.
That's true.
Just saying.
For Bobica.
This thing's,
Bobica?
you know,
Bobica.
In here. Now, personally, I find the idea of positioning and baits and everything just like so beautiful in Dota, like knowing the absolute limits of a spell. And so when this guy comes out of the trees at like 7 minutes and 0.5 milliseconds and Tumblr toys on me, ooh, you know, it's right up that you guys hate Ex Machina. This is the real pain. This is what you should be hating because this is in every game. All right.
That's true.
Don't give me these hopping and skipping and jumping tinies.
Tumblr's toy is definitely one of those that is very, very annoying.
That being
we're gonna see 3 smoke up.
It's really fun to use. I mean, you know, someone's chasing you, you jump down a cliff, you're like, ah.
I like it with Dawnbreaker because you can pop it like as the thing's going off, you know?
No, that's good. Oh, that's good vision.
Monet, this is what they needed. Monet, hooked, found, Thunder. Suddenly they're going to be able to connect for a kill. This is what they needed right here.
Yeah, they've been spreading the map quite a bit. Like they usually have Timber or Bloodseeker doing that exact same role for a while now. So they've gained a big lead doing that, but this is that punish. Now, can you get out? They're flushing out the rats here. Pandemo even puts a ward up on the cliff.
They're all showing up for this. Nice. Maybe this works. Dazzle dead right at the start, but because down to half HP, destroyed by XXS. Oh no, it was looking good for only a moment when Dazzle died, but now Aster looking to chase and dare to fight us. They're gonna get ran over. Oh, toss back again, Sacred. Oh, Sacred.
Oh, that Witchblade damage.
4.
Oh, that's triple.
Feels pretty rough.
Bobica's got dust. Oh, ooh, if he shows. Oh, that would have been so good.
Playing it safe, he knows. Damn, dude. They're killing it. Aster. You know, I think that after the major, they kind of were left as, for a lot of people, an afterthought, and now they're wanting to show, yeah, we still got what it takes. That flare.
They're camping and hanging out nearby. Radiant not knowing about this. They have some vision in the river, so they kind of know they didn't leave. They didn't go back to the triangle, right? Now they see Ori moving out.
As you see this replay, that immediate blow up onto Dazzle was super nice.
And because they're going into the mill just as XSS like hops in there too for the blow, like no chance. That's where you need like one of those cursed turnarounds if there's going to be a chance.
As Matthew throws out the hook shot, gets 1 kill first, but Bakaz now in some trouble. He's ruptured. The chase down is coming. Monet reveals the BKB, but a full duration link coming out from Sacred. Bakaz with XXS comes on in. The punches, I don't think it's going to be enough to bring down XXS, but it's sort of isolating the fight into 2 parts, and they take down the Dazzle again, but Sacred, after he falls, they really don't have the damage from Thunder. A triple kill for Ori and immediately into Roche.
XSS is just the greatest. He's absolutely crushing this game. The build was perfect. He's catching the TPs. They can't escape. Has so many great options versus all their heroes. Oh, I mean, honestly, what more can you ask for? And then Pandemu he couldn't get a good curse. There really wasn't a nice one to set up there. No. Great positioning and spacing from Aster. The way their cores are just like splitting apart. When he uses BKB, Monet's keeping himself very far away from Pandemu, not committing onto like an easier target like the TA, right? Like the cold embrace happens and he just goes somewhere else.
It's you know, the type of hero that punishes mistakes hard, and Aster are just not making the mistakes for them to punish.
Yeah.
They're playing really clean Dota and are just in an absolutely commanding position now 20 minutes in.
Does have the blink now though. That is huge for Pandamu, because this is something where like even when you're trying not to make the mistakes, now you can actually get caught out a little bit here.
Matthew gets away for the moment. Still has the dagger bleed on him, but won't be enough to bring down that clockwork as he stole away the haste.
Do it with flair.
Aegis on Monet. Gotta imagine the Aster are ready to start really taking it to him tempo-wise. Smoke up with 3, Timbersaw, the one that's holding the ground in the mid lane. Everybody else heading bottom.
They're just so tanky as well. Kaya Sanj on Timber, Kaya Sanj on Queen of Pain. They're just hopping in fearlessly. She's 1900 HP right now.
They find him. Oh, it's a blink out though. Not bad from Pakaz. That was close. Dark Mago broke the smoke to start. Now Ori, they jump in, tries to find more. Matthew down and dead very quickly. And I mean, they're just doing nothing to XXS right now. The Spirit Vessel, it's decent, but Pandamu is already gone. Dazzle caught dead again. Actually a little bit off point with his positioning, and XXS forced to use that Yules. Almost got caught by the tornado, but the turnaround is here and tossed. Bobica comes back in.
They know Pakaz is
one. They know Avalanche, they catch him. Pakaz gets 1 kill, but we'll pay for it. XXS beyond godlike. 11-0-4. This Timbersaw pick has been everything they needed.
Like honestly, it's just way too good. It really is giving me the pure Pudge vibes, you know, just like such a dominant game, right on the laning stage, then getting some space, and now just unkillable. I'm not even sure if they're gonna find one by the end of this thing. It's gonna take a lot of levels on Invoker before I'm very concerned about this Timbersaw's life.
Nice too. Kills off the ancient creeps right as the other one respawns. Now with Lotus on top of Kaya San Jules. Top net worth in the game and well and truly carrying at this point.
Yes, he is double the cores. I mean, he's actually ahead of the 2 combined cores. If you took Sacred and Dark Mago and just slap them right together into one Ogre Magi 2-headed hero, he'd still be ahead.
That's crazy. Well, for Thunder, the sort of story remains the same, I feel like. Find a good winner's curse, take out 1 target to start, and then let Pakaz go to town with the Cyblades.
It almost feels like the curse
with 8 charges.
I think the curse has to be a counter initiation play too. That's the worst part. Like they need a bad commitment from Aster, which is why they just commit so much on the jump like that. And again, it's not even like they have crazy bad cooldowns. It's just like Timber throws 1 volley of spells, and then, you know, in 8 seconds, he's ready to go again.
Yeah, same with Bobica.
Oh, it just doesn't seem very fair, doesn't it?
it's almost like they drafted really good stuff. That's a tough one right now for Old Thunder.
And a lot of it just comes down to like I do think Aster's draft is better. I think it's easier to win this game, but I also think that part of that reasoning that as to why they're crushing so hard is that they just had that read on Thunder Awaken. Like that's one of the weaknesses of a draft like this, is that it is very flowcharty. It has very clear and specific goals, and they just knocked them all off. Like number 1, they ruined Razor's lane. Now Razor wasn't really set to have a good lane, but whenever you can ruin a Razor's lane, that's great. They blocked those ancients for the TA. And then they just played the map. They just they put this Bloodseeker and Timber on opposite sides, supports as well as the Queen of Pain are just rotating between the 2. Kept a good lid on the vision of Thunder Awaken as well, so they weren't really sure what they were up to, and they've just rolled this game over. And now you got Pakaz farming the enemy triangle because it's the safest place to be.
Matthew, he gets tossed back in, and Ori, the one that's credited with the kill. All the outer tier 2 towers are taken. With the Aegis about to be reclaimed in just a couple of seconds here, Aster is in a little bit of an awkward position as far as where do they want to go now? Do they want to try and fight? Probably just wait for that next Roche.
You know, we're just so rich and so close to this next items that I don't know if we really want to go high ground, guys. It's a, you know, that's a problem I would love to have in some of my games.
Fair. When you have a lot to lose. That was deep, right?
That was, yeah. No, that was. You should like write some books, some inspiring words. You could be a life coach.
I like that idea. Sounds good. It's just the worst advice ever. It's like the only thing I tell people how to do is talk about Dota. Oh, hook shot on in. They find one. Oh, but the grave. Dazzle. He is going to go down. Wait, no. All right, they got him. Cleaned it up at the end there. Monet also in some trouble. This fight suddenly going really well for Thunder. Can they bring down the Bloodseeker? The Grave comes out with the buyback, and XXS turns it around. Now they're in mega deep. Matthew in some trouble as they hunt him down as well. 3 go down.
That was an interesting strategy. Kind of Thunder Awaken to try and like blink ahead and go for just a solo curse like that.
Wait, they know he's here.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Scream of Pain is very good for that. They also have a gem, right? They have a gem on Tiny.
They also scanned. It was all of it.
Yeah, that's everything.
Everything. Yikes.
But yeah, so the idea there of just like blinking forward and just trying to like curse. I mean, maybe some of there'd be more heroes. To me, kind of like he was just hunting for like the solo curse like that, and seems like it's set up. You know, maybe there's a chance to do it, but again, I feel like the only hope you have is like trying to get a counterplay on the curse. But you know, they haven't opened up that option, so Pandamove's just trying to make a play, and you're down 21K. I can't really harp on going for YOLO stuff at this point, right?
That's true. You gotta take a chance. It's like the other proverb I have. You gotta, you know, risk it to get the biscuit.
Wow.
That's the other one.
These are all originals, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Next, you're gonna turn that bagel into a breadstick, right?
That's the one.
Perfect.
That's the one. Oh man, Creeps coming in here, and Thunder again. They can't do anything without Pakaz. It's not working. Man, Trent, this is really falling off the rails for him.
Yeah, it's just what happens when you don't get to play this undirection lineup of just things will go well, things will continue to go well. We'll get Roche, we'll get stronger and happy. My Clockwork will feel confident jumping in and hookshotting people. It has been tough. Hey, there's no BKB on Ori, right? That's something. Maybe he's killable.
Oh, double chakra, Matthew, so close. XXS wants it. Dude, he's not stopping. He's not stopping. They go in. Matthew dies to Ori. And now they find more. He's waiting. Pump faking. Double chakram. The sonic wave. For good measure. Could go for more. Threateningly chaining Dark Mago.
I swear. This is such the Aster. It's always just Bobica and Picho who are dead. They have 6 deaths on Bobica and 7 kills on Picho.
Oh, Pakaz. Pakaz. He's ruptured.
One.
Can he get out? Can he escape? Can he manage to get out of there? He does! Just barely. And the skin of his teeth, and Bobica appreciating it.
That's where I just call GG and quit, you know, as Pakaz. Be like, you know, you get one for the road. Go next, right?
This is how you revitalize the team, Trent. Only 1 melee Rex down. Don't look at the numbers.
You know, in hockey,
look at the numbers.
they start a fist fight. That's how you, when you're down this bad, they actually intentionally start a fight. It's supposed to rally the team. So this is a
Can you imagine?
Maybe.
Who we taking there?
I don't know. Just hope it's not EG. That's all I know, you know?
That's fair. That's a good point. This is how NA becomes strong again.
Yes, we allow fighting in Dota. I mean, for some reason, hockey's just a 5-minute penalty, which is absurd. Right. That's assault like on the ice, but, you know.
It's like chess boxing. This is good. I like this.
If this is chess boxing right now, I feel like they've got quite a few queens, you know? They got a couple pawns the other side of the board right now on Aster. And one of those queens, she's really painful.
That is true. Keeps going for more. Pakaz trying to escape the winner's curse. It's not looking like it's going to be enough. XXS walks back in, wants to bring him down. Second round of chakrams. Do they have the damage? Silenced, Hex, and dead. Razor likely to go down. Dark Mago tries to escape. They got vision on him though. The chase down for the finish. Matthew eats a couple more chakrams. Everybody's dead, and GG is called. Aster come in and continue the murderous rampage. One.
Yeah, that's just what we call a straight shot victory. No curves, no turns.